Hey coaches, goalies, goalie parents, hockey fanatics, Cam Doomany from Stop It Goaltending here. Today we're live with Tucker Hansen. He plays for the Valley Junior Warriors in the EHL. I coach for Bentley University and we're live from Middleton, Massachusetts. Today we're going to be going over the topic of beating passes on our feet. So we're sacrificing our depth to get a little bit of angle, and from here we're working on getting on our feet, beating those passes. All right, so a couple different things we're going to be going over today is we're going to be going over 45s, set placements, back to the middle part of the paint. We're going to be restarting back in the 45, working ourselves all the way across the paint, simulating that pass going all the way across the railroad. And then from there at the end, we're going to be going over a couple different plays coming off the post, working on getting to the middle part of the paint on our feet rather than urgently, desperately sliding all the way out. All right, so today's game's really fast. Everybody knows that. All right, a lot of goals are now coming off the rushes. A lot of plays are getting laterally played across the Royal Road. So from here, again, we want to make sure that we have good footwork. Our structure's clean, our mechanics are perfect, our eyes and shoulders are staying low over those pucks when we're going laterally across the crease. So today we're going to be going over a couple different of those things and showing you guys exactly how that really should be done. All right, so Tucker's going to be starting off on his glove side 45. From here, what we're simulating is the guy coming in on the left-hand side of the zone. And from here, Tucker's going to get a very slow drift backwards. And from here, he realizes this guy's driving right through the center part of the ice. And from here, Tucker realizes that. So he hinges, shuffles right to the center. Now notice, if you look where Tucker's feet are set, Tucker's in the middle part of the paint. So from here, instead of sliding across and getting out to that top part of the paint, sliding out of control, from here, we've regained our depth just a little bit. And from there, we've set our feet. All right, it's a lot easier to make a save with your feet set. It's a lot easier to make a perfect save with your feet set. Comparing it to baseball, it's way easier to make a glove save or catch a baseball completely still rather than doing it on the run. All right, so from here, one more time, we're going to go right back over that. So Tucker starts on his 45. Player enters the zone, he rotates, shuffles right to the middle, and from there, we've beat that pass on our feet. It's a simple play, yet very effective, and it has to be done perfectly every time. So the next motion we're going to be going over, instead of that shuffle, the next thing we're going to be going over is a T-push. So from here, we don't really care for much a T-push if it's a short distance, but you never know. Every goalie is going to be doing something different. So from here, Tucker's going to get a very slow drift. He's going to rotate and T-push across. And again, notice, Tucker sticks his landing. He gets his feet perfectly set. His hands are in a good spot, and his eyes are nice and low in the middle part of that paint. All right, now, from here, we're going to show you guys a couple times of what it not should look like. All right, so Tucker's going to restart right back here. And from here, he's going to drop that leg and slide across. And now notice, Tucker's overslid his spot. All right, now from here, good shooters are going to recognize that. They're not going to shoot right away. And from here, they're going to be shooting backside glove, and they're probably going to be beating that goaltender on the backside. All right, so from here, the whole point of it is to stay on our feet, stay patient. Let that puck come to us. We're not going to end up chasing that puck. We're going to let the play come to us. So from here, Tucker's going to show us one more time with a shuffle on how this play should be executed. Bang, perfect, well played. And from here, we're going to show you just a couple more sets right on the other side. Tucker, hop over to your blocker side 45. From here, Tucker gets that slow drift, guy coming in right in the zone, sets his feet, sticks his landing, perfect. All right, and from here, all right, now we're going to be moving across from our 45. We're working our way all the way across. So from here, F1's driving in on the sidewall. He's going to make a pass all the way across. So now, all right, we're probably not going to be able to get from point A all the way across the point B with a straight shuffle. So we're going to be going over a couple different mechanically ways to how we can work ourselves all the way across the crease. All right, so the first way, all right, is we're going to do a double shuffle. All right, a double shuffle is very simple. It's just two quick shuffles. As soon as you push again and pull that back foot in. The second option we're going to go with is a T-push. All right, now from here, Stop It Goaltending coaches, we're not big fans of T-pushes. All right, reason is that we have to open up our hands, open up the toe. It's a little tough for us to butterfly and make that save in the middle of it. And the third option, what we're going to work and go over very quickly, is what we call a Swedish shuffle. So a Swedish shuffle is just simply bringing our back foot in, loading up that power, and stepping all the way across, right? So from here, Tucker's going to start right back on his 45. He's going to get that slow drift, and he's going to work a double shuffle all the way across. Now notice, Tucker's lost a little bit of depth here, but now he's stuck his feet in his angle, and he's completely ready to take that shot. All right, and Tucker, you're going to show us one more time. Perfect, well done. Now notice, when you guys go to look at Tucker, all right, if you notice, he is still in the blue paint. All right, when you guys are making lateral plays, it is very rare that you should ever end up in the white ice. All right, you should always stay in the paint. And the second thing is, all right, we talk about parallel lines a lot and stop at goaltending. All right, on each side of the crease, there's parallel lines. You should always have at least half of your body staying in between those parallel lines. All right, so the second option we're going to be going with is a T-push. All right, so from here, Tucker's starting right back on that 45. He's going to get a very slow control drift, rotate, T-push, and step across. Again, notice he sticks his landing in the same exact spot. His mechanics and his structure are perfect. All right, and Tucker, you're going to show us one more time. Get that slow drift, powerfully steps across. Notice when Tucker pushes, he pulls his glove foot back in. All right, so his base is tight. He's not sticking that landing wide. And from here, all right, we're going to show you the third option. We're going to be going with the Swedish shuffle. All right, so Tucker's going to start right here. And now, when we go to do this Swedish shuffle, all right, I know I went over it very quickly. We're going to be bringing our back foot in. So when Tucker goes to rotate, his glove foot comes to his blocker foot, and then he steps all the way across. Again, sticks the landing in the same spot. His feet are nice and tight. He drags that back foot in, right? So he pulls that foot in. He's not too wide. He getting to that pass on his feet. All right, now, this is what we don't want to see. All right, so Tucker's going to come right back. We don't want you guys to slide on this play, all right? Sliding is last resort. It's almost a desperation save nowadays. All the goaltenders at high levels of hockey have really good footwork. Their footwork is clean and perfect. So from here, Tucker's going to show you what not to do. Rotate, slide across. Now notice, Tucker does actually a good job of sliding here. But if you look really quick, Tucker over-rotated with his blocker foot, leaving what open? The short side. So now, again, good shooters can catch those pucks and hit those spots. So the best option for us is to hop back up on our feet. And now we're going to show you, again, a couple of different ways of doing this. All right, so Tucker's going to go with the double shuffle again. He's going to rotate, double shuffle, bang, sets his feet perfect. And back to the T-push. Perfect. And the last one we're going to work on is that Swedish shuffle. Awesome. Perfect. All right. Tucker, right back to the middle, please. All right. So a lot of goalie coaches split up the crease in 3 different spots. All right. So 1, 2, and 3. So almost any time the puck goes from lane number 1 all the way across to lane number 3, all right, you can never really make that save in one shuffle, all right, and you never really want to slide across because you might end up out of that net, you might end up over-rotating, out of position, all right, and the player might actually catch that puck and make another lateral play, right? So from here, we've showed you 3 different options of how to beat that pass in your feet, 3 different mechanic ways to get across that crease efficiently, all right? And again, going back to what we just saw, all right, same mechanisms can apply right back to the center part of that paint, right? So from everything we just talked about, all right, those are all different ways to get across the crease, all different ways how to efficiently make those saves instead of sliding. All right, now one of the last plays we're going to be going over here, all right, is quick pass outs. All right, so in a quick pass out, all right, it's very important that you guys take a couple seconds to look off the puck, look to the slot or the short side / far side, and figure out where those guys are. When you guys are doing that, you guys want to figure out how they're holding their sticks. Are they right-handed? Are they left-handed? Are they going to catch and shoot? Are they going to one-time this puck? All right, all those little things need to be picked up in a split second to figure out how you guys should get to that pass. Now, if we have a guy sitting on the back door when Tucker's on his glove post, all right, if he's sitting right in that back door near Tucker's blocker side 45, you might want to slide, all right? But instead, on plays like this, if they're a little bit further out, we want to work on beating those plays on our feet, right? So the first one we're going to simulate here, all right, is Tucker's setting his glove post. Pass comes out to the midline slot. Tucker's going to shuffle right to the middle part of that paint. He's going to set his feet perfectly, all right? Notice when Tucker goes back to his post, all right, when Tucker's coming off his post, his mechanics and structure are perfect. So Tucker leads with his head and his shoulders. He shuffles out, and then there he's getting right to the middle of that paint. All right, so he's sacrificing angle before depth. All right, and Tucker's going to show us with the T-push. And from here, Tucker turns his head, snaps that toe, right back to the middle part of the paint. So these quick little plays here, all right, we're just working on getting our footwork nice and clean. Back to the post, Tucker. All right, now from here, the last one we're going to show you is how not to take this play, how not to make the save. From here, Tucker's going to drop that blocker foot. He's going to slide to the top of the crease. And from here, if you notice, Tucker does a little bit of shimmying to figure out his weight in his hips to square up to the slot. All right, so Tucker over-rotated that blocker foot just a little bit. All right, you want to make sure you're not sliding on these plays. You have to trust your patience, trust your footwork, and trust your reads. All right, so one more time, Tucker, back to the post. Tucker's going to show us with a shuffle. Perfect. Back to the post. Tucker going with the T-push. Awesome. And the last one, again, we're going to show you what not to do. Back to the post. We do not want to see you slide off this post. Get there on your feet. All right, notice, there it is. Tucker over slides, out of position, and there he is. All right, now, same thing on the blocker post. So Tucker's going to show us from the blocker side. From here, really simple. Tucker shuffles off, right in the middle, sets his feet, perfect. Back to the post. Tucker's going to go with a T-push, opens up that toe, snaps it right in the middle part of that paint. And the last one we don't want to see, back to that post, is from here he's going to drop that leg and go with a T-slide. All right, now, not a bad slide. Tucker's a little off center, over-rotates the hip just a little bit. All right, but again, these part of the plays, you always want to trust your footwork and beat that pass on your feet. All right, nowadays the shooters are too good. All right, they're getting better than we are, and we need to get even better than they are. All right, so it's time to make sure that you guys are beating these passes on your feet. You're reading these plays, you're reading the releases, and you're not going down into desperation mode right away.